So most of us are on our smartphones all day long, but did you know that most of us are doing it wrong? Here to correct some of the biggest smartphone mistakes that we make is tech expert Avery Swartz. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
So I asked you about this segment. I was excited to do it because I am one of those people who I think uses just a small fraction of what my phone is capable of. When I checked around, it seems to be mostly women who are in the same boat. You find this to be true?
I do a little bit, and I think it's because we are very busy and we're taking care of everything else that we don't really have time to customize our smartphones. But some mistakes that I am commonly seeing out there with lots of people on their phones, women and men and lots of people. The first one is a setup mistake. You can go back and do this after you've set up your phone the first time around, but I want everyone to be using the Find My Phone feature. So if you're on an iOS device, like an iPhone, then you want to download it comes packaged with the phone. You want to use Find My iPhone. If you're on an Android, use Android Device Manager, because heaven forbid your phone gets stolen, goes missing. This is how you can remotely access it, lock people out, wipe the data.
Or you leave it in your bag and then someone puts it in a closet and then you can't find it for a couple of days.
Never happened. No, never happened.
Security also a really big issue with smartphones. So what are some of the mistakes you see people make there?
This is really an obvious one, but a lot of people don't set their passcode or use a Touch ID, or even some of the new phones are using retina scans to make sure that it is actually you using your phone. Another one is making sure that you update your apps in your operating system.
Okay, so this is the one people tell me to do this. I have no idea how.
Usually it comes up with a notification, or you can go into your settings and make sure that you are using the latest version of the operating system, because when an update comes out for an operating system or an app, it's usually a security patch. So you want to stay on top of that.
So ignoring it just means it's just sitting in your phone, but it's not helpful.
Yeah, you definitely want to stay on top of that.
Things to do.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yep.
You know, this happens to me all the time. You get the full storage screen that pops up in the middle of when you're trying to do anything, your emails in particular. How do you avoid that?
Yeah, so, we're always running out of space on our phones, especially because of the photos and the video that our beautiful cameras are taking gorgeous photos of. So if you are on an Apple device, you want to maximize your iPhone storage. You want to optimize your iPhone settings by going into the settings menu. And if you're on an Android device, you want to use Google Sync to sync your photos to Google Photos, and then you can delete the ones you don't need on your phone. Or if your phone allows you to have extra storage, you can add a micro SD card to put some more storage into the phone.
You can also do about your app notifications.
Yes.
That
this is one for battery.
Okay.
It's for storage and for battery. So if you're using a lot of apps that have notification, it can drain your battery. It can also drain a lot of the data usage on your phone, which is something we're all concerned about. An app that I recommend is called My Data Manager. I had to think about that for a minute. It's free. It's for Apple and Android devices, and it will show you how much of the cellular network data you're using, how much wireless data you're using, and if you're on a shared plan, like a lot of people are with members of their family, it will show you which apps everybody's using and who's kind of like pulling down too much of the family's allowance on the data. Yeah, absolutely.
That is fantastic. Your top tip, Avery, for anybody who is struggling to get the most out of their smartphone?
Ooh, most out of your smartphone, I would say just definitely use the stuff that comes with it. If you're on an iPhone, use Siri. Siri can get you into the settings. You ask Siri, she will help you optimize some of your things. And if you're on an Android device, same thing, voice activated, using all the different Samsung, Google, whatever they have to help you really get those settings right.
See, Avery, this is my problem because I hate Siri. It's a whole rant, which I won't bore you with because we don't have enough time. Thanks for being here today. This is helpful.